you very much.
What's going on, everybody? What's up? It's your boy Mike, the Naughty Cruiser, and welcome to Throat Punch Thursday, Throw It Back Thursday, Thirsty Thursday. And I had to rush to get here Thursday, so I hope you're all having a fantastic night or day wherever you are joining in from. Clearly, you can see I didn't fix it. Super chats are already saying thank you, and there's none here. But before we dive deep into it, let me just let you know, public service announcement. Where's it at?
Travel news.
It's not travel news, it's just breaking news. Martin is going to be late. He's on the phone with his mom. So let's all not gang up on Martin because he's not here. He is on the phone with his mama. So without further ado, let's get the show on the road. I hope you're all having a fantastic night or morning if you're in Australia. I am super stoked about what we're going to talk about here over the next few minutes. But let's say hello to everyone in the chat. I did not see who was first. I did not check the chat last night. I did, however, see Martin was the first to comment. I called him a liar. But Doug is in that top spot. Gay is in second. Scott McNeil, the man with the birthday plan, is in third. But let's go and say hello to everybody in the chat. Let's get that out of the way and then get on to the next segment of the show. We got Doug in the house. Florida Cruises in the house. Data Bedek all the way from Hawaii. What's going on, brother? Hope everything's good over there. Gay is in the house all the way from down under. Scott McNeil, the birthday boy, in the house. Robin's in the house. Julie's in the house. We're all in the house and we're all raising the roof. Did I miss anybody? I did. I missed the one, the only Chuck Spencer. Chuck Spencer in the house, coming in from Albany, Georgia at work. But the next segment of the show cannot go on. The show cannot continue past 10:05 without doing this. I can't be the first because I wasn't the first. He gets up a lot earlier than me. Lourdes is in the house. What's going on, Lourdes? He gets up a lot earlier than I do. By like 4:30 in the morning, this man is awake. So I probably wasn't the first one to wish him a happy birthday, but like I've already said, Scott McNeil, old double nickel, he turns 55, officially a senior citizen. So without further ado, let's all wish Scott McNeil a happy birthday by singing Scott happy birthday. I'm not going to sing, bro. I'm just not going to sing. Congratulations on hitting 55. I love you, bro. Can't wait to see you. This one's for you. No more. I guarantee you I'm the first person that played you that song out of all the live streams you were in today. Happy birthday, Scott. Happy birthday. Gay with a super chat.
Awesome! Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. No, Doug, 65 is not a senior citizen. It's 55. We're saying 55. Scott is officially a senior citizen, and I can prove it because he filled out the form for the Seattle Space Needle and said, senior discount, 55. He officially gets that senior discount. Senior citizen's not 55. It's just the senior discount. You get it at 55. But I have to pick on him. You know what I'm saying? He put it on there. Senior discount. Senior citizen. Scott McNeil, officially 55. And what better way to celebrate than on a cruise ship in a few short months. So let's get into the next topic because there's a lot to talk about tonight. There's a lot of things going on and a lot of stuff we need to cover. So the next topic is I have the Star of the Seas coming up, and I had to make some adjustments to the Star of the Seas. We are not going to be cruising with Tony B. Tony has some other things going on, and he had to back out. But I do have somebody else going, and some of you may know who this person is. Some of you may not. This is a smaller channel, but I reached out to this person and I wanted to present them with this opportunity to go. And they took it, hook, line, and sinker. I'm not going to announce who it is. I'm going to let them do their little announcement. They do a daily show. They want to do a little announcement with it. So I'm going to let them enjoy that part of it. Just know that they're great people. it's only going to be one of the two that's going with me, obviously. But they're great people. Look forward to some content coming from both sides of the spectrum here with me and their channel as well. And I look forward to being able to cruise with them and get them out there a little bit more. Haley is in the house. What's going on, Haley? Haley beat Martin this week. Doug, there's no senior discount. He was just being funny. He just put it on there, senior discount. So the tickets are already discounted as far as they can go. So Diabetic had a nice present for Martin too. I had two of them. I gave them to him the other day. I can't show you what those presents are. If you're anything like me, you can read between the lines. He got two presents the other day for me. And believe it or not, I got presents from him and Haley too. They both gave me two presents back when I gave them a present. So he's here now. What's up, everybody? Two songs would have meant he aged another year. JK. Yeah, right. So that's it, right? Now, we have some big news to talk about the Alaska State of Mind group cruise, but I don't want to make the whole live show about the Alaska State of Mind group cruise because we're just going to have a weekly live show and we're just going to talk about whatever is near and dear to our hearts. Right now, it's the Alaska State of Mind group cruise because Princess officially reached out to me and they told me, no, sir, we do not have enough space for you and all of your hooligans to go whale watching. However, we do have enough space for all of you and your hooligans to ride the train up the mountain, and we're going to dump you out somewhere, and you're going to pan for gold. So officially, the word has come down from Princess that there is not enough room for the whale watching excursion. However, they are going to look into a few other things for me. I'm just going to send them an email saying, no thanks, we'll stick with the train, and we'll pan for gold up in the mountains. We're not really going to pan for gold. So if you're going on the group cruise, it's literally just a train ride, and it's just going to be a train full of hooligans. So while watching through Princess is not an option, I have been up effortlessly, and I mean effortlessly, the last couple days trying to find a company that is very reputable. And I think I have landed on the perfect company. They are 100% the best company in Juneau. I have done research. I have read thousands upon thousands of reviews over the last 4 days. Excuse me. I have read thousands upon thousands of reviews over the last few days about this company. And this company has been in business going on their 20th year. For the last 5 years, they have won Best of Juneau, Alaska for the last 5 consecutive years. They have an average 5-star review on Google and 4.9-star review on TripAdvisor. They are one of the best in the business and have been doing it a very long time. They started out as a couple who, came back from Hawaii. They lived in Hawaii. They came from Hawaii and started a business as like a taxi service and then a bus service throughout with tourism in Juneau. And now they have a trolley service, a whale watching service, a bus tour service. They have whale watching solo by itself, which is just the whale watching excursion. They have the whale watching in Mendenhall Glacier. They have a few different options for us to choose through. And I have landed on the whale watching excursion. Same thing that we would have gotten through Princess. We would have just booked and went whale watching for the day. And I landed on that. And I got them to get us the best price possible. We have a group of 49 seats available on this excursion. 49 for the bus and 49 for the vessel. So, with that being said, I need to start taking deposits as soon as Monday for this excursion because there's only 49 seats. Now, most of you know we have more than 49 people in the group. So don't be discouraged that you're not going to get on the excursion. There's just 49 currently for the one ship. If we have more than that 49 go on the excursion, then we will get another ship. The dilemma we have here is the biggest ship they have can only accommodate 49 people. So we have to get this figured out to the point where we know how many we have in case we have to get another vessel. Now, the good thing is they have vessels of all different sizes. They have vessels that hold 24 to 30 up to 24, up to 30 something, and then 49 is their largest vessel. The good thing about this excursion is it is going to be solely the group. There is going to be nobody else on the bus, nobody else on the ship. It is 100% our group, and that's it. So everyone that is going on the group cruise that decides to book this excursion is going to be on the ship. You're not going to be sailing around looking for whales with a bunch of random weirdos. It's just going to be all of us hooligans through the group cruise that are on board the ship and the bus ride to the ship. Now, I got to be honest. I hate to be this guy. I don't like being this guy, but the reason we got the price we got was because of the amount of people that are saying they want to go. Now, if you decide to go and then decide not to go, then that price adjusts, meaning it's going to cost more money. So the option is you either 100% commit or you're up in the air. So the option for me is to make it non-refundable. I don't want to make it non-refundable, but I have to because of the price that we have locked in. If we go less than 49, then the cost is going to increase and then everyone's going to have to pay extra money. And I don't want to tell you 3 months from now, like, hey, Scott, you owe me an extra $50 for the whale watching after I told you what the price is. Now, when I tell you what the price is, I'm going to also tell you what the cruise line's price is first. So that way you have a great understanding on why we have such a great deal here. Now, again, this company's been in business for over 20 years or going on their 20th year. 5 years in a row consecutively rated best in Juneau. Over 19,000 or 90,000 reviews or something. I read so many 5-star reviews over the last 4 days, and I've actually hired Chuck to read a bunch of them too. And we looked at the bad reviews. And you know what the crazy part is people need to learn how to write reviews, because this review was a 1-star, but it raved about how great the excursion was, how great the crew was, how great everything was. And they left 1 star. So the 1-star review was a great review, but they only gave 1 star. So the company's been in business for 20 plus years, 5 years in a row, best of Juneau. They pick you up and drop you off right in the cruise port, so we do not have to find our own transportation to get to the vessel. They provide transportation to and from, so we get picked up and brought back to the cruise port. Now, the excursion time for Juneau will be 1:30 in the afternoon. We do arrive in Juneau at 12:30. Now, the reason I decided to go with the whale watching excursion by itself is because that day, prior to arriving in Juneau, we're going to be cruising the fjords, looking at glaciers, icebergs, growlers, all of that stuff throughout the fjords. So I thought it would be better to spend less money, just go whale watching, since we're going to be seeing glaciers earlier in the day. Now, the base price for this excursion that we have right now with this third-party company through the cruise line is $269 per person. Now, that does not include tip or anything like that. Like, if you wanted to tip at the end of your excursion, you throw a couple bucks here and there, whatever the case may be. So it's $269 a person. The price we have for our excursion out the door is $150 US. So $150 each. And that price includes your transportation to and from, your whale watching time on the vessel, and it also includes a 10% gratuity for all the workers, whether it's the bus driver, whether it's the captain of the ship, the first hand, the mates, the naturalist, whatever it may be. That already includes the gratuity for the excursion. So there's no need to tip because the tip's already included. Now, if you do want to tip, feel free. You can give extra money. No one's going to tell you otherwise. No one ever turns down any extra money. But you essentially pay that $150, you get on the bus, you get on the ship, you do your whale watching excursion, you get off, you get back on the bus, and you go and explore town, and it's $150 US. Doug, I don't have the breakdown right now of what it is Australian or Canadian or whatever the case may be, but it's $150 US, and that is out the door per person. So you're saving over $100 by going this route. You're getting a ship completely to the group, no other randoms, Just us hooligans, baby. And we're out there looking for orcas, looking for humpbacks, and having a wow of a time. So, with that being said, I'm creating a link that I'm going to post in the group sometime over the weekend. And that link will have the option for you to be able to pay in full the whale watching excursion or pay the deposit. Now, the deposit for the whale watching excursion is $50 a person, and it is due by October 1st. The final payment for the whale watching excursion will be due by February 1st. If you want to pay in full, by all means, pay in full. I'm not going to tell you no. And I'm also going to generate a link on there as well for the Space Needle. So for anyone that wanted to go on the Space Needle excursion, you'll have an option to be able to pay for that as well. Doug and Gay, you guys have completely different payment arrangements. So however you guys sent that money, you can do the same way with this. Use that app. That app is fine. Now, if you don't want to go through the payment app or the payment link or whatever, you can always send it to me, Venmo or Cash App. That's fine too. I'd rather do it through the link. The link is more, it's easy. It'll be easier. You can just go in, select what you need to pay, and then pay for it. It'll make it so much easier. But I know there's some of you that always pay through Cash App, Venmo, whatever the case may be. The app that you and Gay use, the Wise app, that's fine. No problem there. So it's going to be non-refundable, only so nobody else gets essentially screwed over in the long run, right? I would hate to have to go to everybody and say, hey, it's going to cost you an extra $10, $20, things like that. So that's my main concern. So now that that's out of the way, I'm super excited. I'm glad y'all let me get my little spiel. I probably lost a few people, but that's fine. So the link will be active, all of that. If any of you have questions, feel free to shoot them to me, email, Facebook, wherever, I'm pretty sure I've already got a couple messages already, and that's fine. So that's no big deal. So let me get to the chat and let's see what everybody's talking about real quick. This may be a smaller channel, but for me, it is the most friendly group. I really appreciate it. Absolutely, Robin. We appreciate you. Haley gave a finger present too. Yeah, see, I always get finger presents. Kathy's in the house. What's going on, Kathy? Fantastic about the whale watching. Yeah, I'm really stoked about that. I'm glad that the daughter's wedding went well. That's good. Beautiful pictures, by the way. Doug will send a transfer. Dana and I are 100% in. Happy to pay the full amount ASAP. That works for me. Scott is in the house. What's going on, Scott? I hope you're having a fantastic night. Controversial cruising. Dal, Mindy, and I are in. That's awesome. Did you get a chance to look at the Seattle Underground Tour? Doug, no, I didn't. And I'll be honest, I did not. I've been working on this the last few days. And it's been the major thing that's been weighing in the forefront of my mind. And then Carnival hit me with a bunch of news, like Lourdes is talking about. Elite offer for Festivale. Now, I do have that same offer, Lourdes. I am looking into it. I am not booking it at the moment, but I do have that offer. And the reason I'm not booking it is because for the Alaska State of Mind group cruise, there's going to be an announcement that gets made on board that group cruise or right before that group cruise. I'm probably going to try and make it while that cruise is happening. But there's a big announcement coming sometime in July of next year. Some of you already know what it is. We already talked about it. I already picked your brains on a few things. So that'll be happening in sometime next year. I want to try and hold off and y'all ain't right. Y'all just ain't right. I want to try and hold off to make that announcement as far into the summer season of next year as I possibly can. But a lot of you might already know what it is. A handful of you might already know what it is. But it's for 2028. So I don't know what I'm doing in 27 yet. Not 100% sure. But I tell you this, I was talking to Chuck on the way home. We were talking about this excursion. And we were talking about a couple other things with the son with the Star Princess. And I didn't realize it until we were talking. I'm like, I'm going to be on the ship in October, and I'd be able to see what the cabins look like. I kind of like geeked out for a second and didn't realize that, I'd be able to figure out where these cabins are, what they look like, things like that. So it's definitely a moment where I had to think for a second. More stuff came in for the group cruise. So I got a bunch of other stuff that came in. I got a package that came in today that has to get open and figured out. I still got to book my flights. I haven't even done that yet for October. I still got to do that. It's been pretty hectic. I tell you this. I don't know if you get mad at certain things, but when Princess reached out to me and told me that wasn't possible, for some reason I was so mad. I was so mad because for months I have tried to get this figured out because the excursions were available to book online. So if they're available to book online, then that means they would be available to book in a group. And when I found out there wasn't enough space, I'm like, what am I going to do? We have been talking about Alaska whale watching as one of the big group excursions. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I was pounding the pavement. I was so mad. And I figured it out. So that's the best part. I didn't get any offers for the festival. All my offers are up until the end of next year. They could be coming, Doug. They could be coming. Dan and I bought my daughter a cruise as a wedding gift, by the way. She and her new husband are going on the Quantum of the Seas. Oh, nice. Not till next year, but they booked it. That's awesome. That's awesome. I wish somebody would buy me a cruise. If anyone is looking for a present for me, I wear a size 7-day cruise. Okay? You know where to find me. You know where to find me. Martin says, gay, my birthday's February 10th, FYI. Well, guess what, Martin? My birthday's February 4th, so double FYI. I come first. Anniversary is April 5th. When are you going, Lourdes? Your gifts are appreciated. Look at that, Martin. Yep. Can you find out if the specialty restaurants are going to be serving the lunches so that we can make the best use of the premier package? Megan C says, I'm going on the Quantum of the Seas, but just to Mexico. I'll bear that in mind. Don't be buying nobody birthday presents, gay. Get out of here. I will find out about the specialty dining options on board so that way you know how to make the best out of your premier package. I do have a bunch of them already booked, and honestly, I probably would be able to go in there and select a restaurant and see if they offer a lunch menu. Book dining. Let's just pick a restaurant. Let's go with Hot Pot. So right now, Doug, everything I'm seeing is late times. So like 5 p.m. onward. I'm not seeing anything for like earlier in the day. But that doesn't mean they don't do it. So I'll have to find out once I get on board the ship. Specialty. Let's go. Select. Save. I changed the time. Yeah, I changed the time to 11:40 and it says no results found. So I'm not 100% sure, but I'll definitely find out. May 2nd, 2027 for 15 days. John Heald will be on board. I can't book any dining yet. Doug, I booked dining. Possible May 29th. Put your payment method. Sounds great, Megan. It's a fantastic ship. We've been on her twice. Yeah, so Doug, if you can't book dining, it's because you didn't go through the Princess portal. If you go through the portal option, you'll be able to book your dining afterwards. So you have to have your payment method in there in order to be able to book the dining through there. Will G is in the house. What's going on, Will G? So Scott's possible for May 29th. So that means he's going with Cliff. And I am possible for the May 2nd sailing. Mom, if you're watching, No, I'm not. Just kidding. Just kidding, Mom. Just kidding. No, I'm not. Impossible for the May 2nd sailing. But it all depends on 2028. That's the big thing. 2028 is going to be a big year. It's going to be a banger of a year. And I think that's a little bit more in the forefront of my mind than May of 27. So I haven't drank soda in a while either. It's been a couple weeks, but I have picked these up at the local BJ's. I was wanting some type of tea. I went with Arizona green tea and some Arnold Palmer Lights. Other than that, that's pretty much the gist of everything. Let me see here what else was in the description. What else did I talk about? Oh yeah, Star of the Seas made her grand arrival in Florida this week. That's a good one. All right, yeah, so I pretty much hit everything so far. Star of the Seas did make their grand appearance in Florida. They are officially doing some media sailings out of the state of Florida. Some like shakedown cruises, showdown cruises, and all that stuff. And the official first 7-day voyage is at the end of the month. And then I get on board. Yes, so excited. White Pass Real is a go through Princess. I'm waiting for finalization on the details with that. And the dining has been confirmed. So we have early dining. That's good too. That's a plus. 100% confirmed. Are you going to try the slide out on the Star of the Seas? Doug, I did see your comment earlier. I wanted to talk about that too. No, I'm not. Not after seeing the video on the icon, for one. And for two, I don't meet the weight requirements. I'm 6'2" and 300 plus pounds, baby. I'm built like a brick house. I'm a big dude. I'm not going to test the fates and go down a slide. And they wouldn't let me anyway. The weight limit on those things, I think, is like 265 pounds. So it's really not built for people of my size. John V is in the house. What's going on, John V? If you cut me, I would bleed Diet Coke. That used to be me, Coke Zero. I would drink so much of it. The slide is closed right now. Getting ready for my Horizon cruise, September 27th. That's awesome, Lourdes. That's right around the corner. Not big, it's fluffy. Either way, fluffy, big, whatever the case may be. I don't meet the weight requirements. Maybe by next year, it'll be a little different. I was talking to Martin about that today. He saw some old pictures and he's like, bro. I'm like, yeah, I know. I got to get back there. Got me working, but I'm listening. I appreciate you, Chuck. I appreciate you for hanging out in here. Yeah, I haven't followed anything on the Star, to be honest with you. My work schedule is tough, right? Like I leave the house at 10 o'clock in the morning. I don't get home till like 9:15 at night. So I really don't have time to watch any videos. It's been pretty hectic the last couple weeks. So I have no idea. And for them to have the slide closed on the Star, I get the concept of it because of the issue with Icon, but I don't think that would be the reason. Who knows? Who knows? I'm going to have to watch some stuff on it. That's for sure. Yeah, it's a little crazy, but, you do what you got to do. Saturday, we got football with Mikey, so we got to go and drive from Spring Hill to Celebration. It's about a 2-hour drive. Stay at the game and then drive back 2 hours. So I'll have some stuff to do on Saturday. I'll have a little bit more time Saturday evening when I get back. Early afternoon to get a few things done. So that'll get done on Saturday. I'm hoping to try and get a video out by the beginning of next week and get that going. I'd come with you, Lourdes, if I live closer. I got to find someone to take on the festival. Chuck Spencer. Lover boy. Come here, lover boy. Lover boy, there's a cruise for you. Scott, I'm surprised Scott didn't ask me to book that cruise because of where it's going. Yeah, I'm surprised Scott didn't ask me to book it because of where it's going. It's going to one of the best places in the world that me and Scott enjoyed some really good chicken at and some pineapple. It's going to Funchal, Madeira, Portugal. 18 in the house with 12 likes. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button. Now we got 15 in the house with 12 likes. 3 of y'all left. I ain't that scary. Well, it's 10:30, y'all. So you know what that means, right? Since we were talking about it, why not look about it? Let's not make the girlfriend mad now, Mikey. Girlfriend? What girlfriend? Chuck ain't got no girlfriend. The closest thing Chuck's got to a girlfriend is named Daniel and is probably sitting next to him right now as we're watching this. Right, Chuck, see? Who's got a girlfriend? Who's got a girlfriend? Scott, what? Yeah, bro, chicken peri peri. But before we dive deeper off of the topic of Alaska, since John V's in here, and he's got a casino comp for 7 nights on the Star, 8:31, but I cannot go because of my stupid job. I need to retire. He needs to worry about this cruise. Hey, yo, John V. What's up, bro? You coming to Alaska or what? I played the old one. I don't want to play the old one. I want to play the new one. That's what I want to play. I want to play the new one. That's it, y'all. That's the new promo video for the Alaska group cruise. So let's get down to the nitty gritty, Martin. I'm just going to say it. Martin was supposed to go on the Star in September, but it's the end of fiscal year and I can't go. Blah, blah, blah. I offered it to him not once, but twice. I checked with that man to see if he wanted to fly over to the Sunshine State and cruise with me on the Star, but he could not go. So, I got somebody else. Daniel says, what's up? Will G says, I'm booked on the Festival TA and the inaugural. That's it. I'm not going. No, I'm just kidding. I'll make a deal with you, Will G. You come on my group cruise and I'll go on that TA. There's the deal. Ball's in your court. Nah, listen, I'm stoked to get on the new Carnival ship. May is just a month that's a little hard. My mom's birthday is in May. And if I try and go away for my mom's birthday and don't take my mom would kill me. My mom would absolutely kill me. She would be like, I don't think so. Ain't no cruise as important as your mother. Well, she's 64. She'd be like 66, 67. She would not allow me to miss her birthday. My mom gets mad when I live here and my mom and dad live here. It's literally a 30-second car ride to my parents' house. Put it this way. I put my car in drive. I get there before the seatbelt even starts beeping that the seatbelt's not on. Like, I live that close to my parents. And my mom gets mad when I go on cruises and I don't come by and see her before I leave or call her before I leave. And I'm like, Mom, I had to go. She's like, you still need to come see me. You still need to come see me. But she gets mad. So 14 days on a ship. A mad mom. I'd rather not make my mama mad. So I don't know. It's still up in the air. Martin, see? If you lived in Canada, the end of fiscal year is end of March, beginning of April for most businesses in Canada. So you'd be able to go if you lived in Canada, Martin. If you lived in Canada, you'd be able to go. And it's that simple. That simple. Gotta call your mom. I call my mom every day. I talk to my mom every day. I talk to my dad every day. It's just on certain days where like I gotta leave early in the morning because I'm driving 2 hours to the port, or if I'm driving same day from here to Miami. Miami's a 5-hour drive for me. My mom doesn't get up early in the morning. She's retired, so she likes to enjoy her sleeping in time. And I'm not going to go over there at 5:30 in the morning and then get yelled at for waking her up. That's not going to happen. So, but I talk to my parents every day. I talk to both of them. My parents used to live with me. We lived together for the last 6 years. They just moved out at the beginning of this year. So, yeah, I got to spend a lot of time with my parents, which is great. And then the kids see them every day. So that's a good thing. Land vacations next summer. Land vacations are nice too. I was looking into doing a land and sea tour with Alaska in a few years. Cherish every moment with your mom. Trust me. I know, Julie. I love you. I love you. Why you gotta put like right in the dagger, right in the chest? Trust me, I know. Let's see if I can tell this story. So I know what it's like to not have that anymore, because a few years ago, y'all remember when the Carnival Celebration came out? I went over. That was my very first transatlantic cruise. That was October. Let's see. What was those dates? What were those dates? November 6th. So it left November 6th. So my dad's birthday is October 7th. And when that ship came out, my grandparents are, let's start at the beginning. My grandparents are the reason I actually cruise. It started when I was knee high to a grasshopper. That was our family vacation. Every other year, the kids would go, and then every other year, the adults would go. So when I was a little kid, that was the big family vacation every other year. And my grandparents started that. And for those of you going on the Alaska group cruise, you'll actually get to meet my grandmother. Very nice Puerto Rican lady from Puerto Rico. She's a sweetheart. I love her to death. She'll be on the cruise. And her and my grandfather were married for a very, very long time. Now, when my grandparents moved to Florida, it was in 2004. I used to come down and visit them in the summertime and all of that. When my parents moved down, I moved down a few months after my parents did in 2019. Well, on my dad's birthday that year, my grandfather had a brain aneurysm and fell in the bathroom and never came out of it. So they rushed him to the hospital on my dad's birthday, and he ultimately succumbed to all of that the next day on October 8th. But my dad and my grandfather used to talk every day. So I know what it's like to watch my dad go through not having his dad to be able to talk to on the phone. So I make sure I talk to my parents as much as possible. Every single day I talk to my parents. Me and my dad actually worked together for the last 6 years. He just actually got a new job and no longer works with the same company I worked with. So we used to drive into work together and all of that. And we lived together. So I was very fortunate to have those moments and cherish those moments. And I'm very fortunate to live relatively close. But my other grandmother moves down to Florida in a few short weeks. She'll be living down here as well. So I'll have both of my grandmothers here. My grandfathers are no longer with me. But I'll at least have both of my grandmothers here. So that's really cool. So I got brothers and sisters up in New Jersey, but we talk every so often. Y'all got me in like my emotions. Y'all is just not right. Just not right. Yup, being retired means no setting an alarm. Gotta love that. Highly recommend it. Yeah, I wish I could do that on Saturdays, on my days off, but we got football, so there's none of that. That's why when I go on cruises, I don't set an alarm. I tell Scott or Chuck or somebody that's in the room, I'm like, y'all need to wake me up because I'm not setting an alarm. Like it's just not gonna happen. There's no alarm this month, but back cruising for a while now. Nice. Enjoy the cruising. Why is this not charging? It should be charging. Taking my mom on her first cruise in a couple months. Yep, with my recommendation. I hope you went with my recommendation too, Martin. Yeah, big heart. I do. That's one of my downfalls, I would say. Your group cruise looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, but I have zero interest in going to Alaska because I hate cold weather. Oh, well, that's why I left New Jersey and moved to Florida. Don't judge me. John V, it's not cold, bro. It's not cold. Alaska in July is gorgeous. It's gorgeous weather, but I completely get it. I was the same way. I would never want to go to Alaska because I lived somewhere that was cold. Can't wait to meet your grandma. I'm like, you'll meet her, Julie. She'll talk your ear off too. So if you don't want to sit there for an hour talking, definitely run. Ask Chuck. Chuck will tell you. She's chatty, man. She's very, very chatty. He does like that morning coffee, Scott. I do. I love morning coffee. I love morning coffee. It's not that cold in Alaska in July. I wore shorts every day last year. Yeah, when I went the first time, the one day I thought it was going to be cold, I sweat so bad because I had pants and a long sleeve shirt on. I came back to the room, and I think in the vlog, you'll actually see that I have a tank top on at the end of the video. I was standing out on the balcony soaked in sweat because of how hot it was. We went on land and sea in Alaska in 2022, and my mom passed away 10 days prior. I miss being able to tell her all about it. That sucks. Sorry to hear that, Kathy. Chatty grandmas are fantastic. She is. She's a great lady. I love her to death. And now the house that my parents live in now was my grandparents' house. So my uncle moved from Puerto Rico, and now my grandmom lives with him right down the road. So my parents live in my grandparents' house, which is nice because the house stays in the family. And then eventually I'll live there and pass it on to my kids, and they'll live there, or something will happen. Somebody will sell it, whatever the case may be. I'm cold all the time, and I'm wearing a short sleeve. Yeah. That's because you got no meat on your bones. You need to eat some food, bro. Yeah, that reminds me of the baked Alaska night. That was fun. But yeah, she's a great lady. I'm disappointed I don't get to see her as much as I used to because whenever I wanted like rice and beans, I would just go and open the freezer and pull out a pack because she always had rice and beans in the freezer. Now I just got to drive a couple extra minutes down the road to get whatever I want. But she's great. Don't tell Haley about land vacation. She wants Disney. She's getting Disney, right? I thought you guys were doing Disney when you came down for the Star in January or whenever you're coming down for the Star. Chuck just texted land in Alaska. Princess has cabins in the wilderness. Yes, Chuck. That's the whole land and sea part with Princess. You can do like 14 days, 7 days on a cruise, 7 days on land. That's what I was looking into. And the reason I was looking into that was because there was a couple that used to cruise with us all the time, Terry and Jean. And they were supposed to have that booked. They had it booked. They did it once, but they had it booked again. And Terry ended up passing away before being able to do that. So that was the whole reason I was looking into the land and sea thing. I thought that would have been pretty cool. Now, let me tell you this. Haley was watching something the other day about somebody named Crappy Swift or something like that. I don't know. Taller Ham Swift or whatever the case is. Martin sent me a picture, and he had this blanket, and it had a little Irish guy on it, and I was like, "Yo, bro, what's up with your blanket? You got my people looking like a leprechaun?" Like, but here it was a Disney blanket. Doug, the hotel sales are going really well. Majority of the group is already booked. So yeah, that's a plus there. We got a lot of people coming in 3 nights before. Julie, did you change yours from 2 nights to 3 nights? Martin's in 3rd place, yeah. Gay's in 1st. I like seeing Gay in 1st place. I appreciate y'all. Look at that. We got 18 watching with 17 likes. We are like right on point tonight. That is what's up. And I'm only saying that because a minute ago we had like 23. But now that we're at 18 and 17, I'm going to take it. Martin can do better than 3rd place. That's all good. I appreciate y'all. Every one of y'all. Oh, Martin's way down there. He's only at 125. Gay's at 600. So he's going to need another 475. Oh, no, he did not.
Awesome! Thank you very much.
More like numero dos now, Gay. Numero dos. Because Martin just took the 1st spot. Y'all just couldn't. You just couldn't leave it. You just couldn't leave it. You had to take it. Not yet, but I want to. Well, listen, here's the thing, right? Now, I stressed on this last week because the big thing is the kids' summer vacation. Now, the kids are back in school and everything's going well. Let me tell y'all something. I'm having like a proud dad moment because my son, who is going to be 14 in 2 weeks, has decided to join the ROTC program at school. Now, they have the Air Force ROTC program, and he told me flat out that's his favorite period. So I'm hoping and praying that he continues to enjoy that. I'm so proud of him for doing something like that, which is great. Super chat from Gay.
Awesome! Thank you very much.
She's trying to come back to take that top spot. Y'all just couldn't leave her there. But yeah, super proud of that. He's in the ROTC program. He was excited to come home today and tell me that he hung the flag, so that was cool. He enjoyed that, but he said that's his favorite class. So freshman in high school, man, can't believe it. Only 4 more years to go. My oldest will be graduating high school. I keep sending messages to Anna. I will get her on a few live shows before July. Now, don't worry, Doug. We're going to be doing a monthly Zoom call with everyone that's going to Alaska. So that way people can stay up to date with everything and know all of the ins and the outs. But that'll probably start in September. We'll probably have one in September. Maybe. Let me think about that. Do they have cadets in Florida? So that's what the ROTC program is. He's a cadet with the U.S. Air Force. So he's got to wear a uniform and everything on Wednesdays and all of that stuff. So I'm cool with that. Dan's in the bedroom having a nap. What a life. What a life. I wish. Gay, I saw a video today that was filmed in Queensland of a shark chasing a ray, and the ray jumped out of the water and was like super smart. I was like, wow, that's what's up. Sean said, when and what voyage is your next cruise? My next cruise is on board the Star of the Seas, September 7th. He got up early and played a couple hours of pickleball. Yeah, that'll do it to you. It's mostly Army. Yeah. Over here, it's Air Force. I think there's another school in the area that does Army, but the high school he goes to is Air Force. So like I was saying, Julie, as I play with my little golden cock award from the ship show, if you come in Thursday, you'll see me. I'll be doing like some stuff around the area on Thursday, Friday, And Saturday we have the group excursion to the Space Needle. But I'm planning on driving up to Vancouver, and I think I'm gonna like wave the whole time out the window because Doug's gonna be driving down from the Vancouver area. We're gonna go into Vancouver on Friday for a little bit, go around and just explore for the day, and then hang out with everybody on Saturday, do the group excursion, and then we all board the ship on Sunday. He can't pull an all-dayer anymore. I'm 36, gang. I can't pull an all-dayer or an all-nighter. I get yelled at sometimes when I'm on cruises with the guys, and they're like, you're really going to bed at 9:30? I'm tired. I'm tired. My watch tells me at 9:15 it's time to go to bed, and my phone tells me at 9:30, like, hey, bro, you're 15 minutes past your bedtime. Also looking forward to hearing about it. Good to hear about your son, too. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Star. It'll be my biggest ship to date, obviously. And it's only my second Royal cruise. I'm in a neighborhood balcony overlooking Central Park, so I'm cool with that. And I'm definitely stoked about it because there's a lot of things on that ship that I wanted to see on the Icon, and I never booked the Icon because I don't know if you know this or not, but when Icon bookings came out, it was like 10 grand for an inside balcony. I'm sorry, I love cruising, but if I'm spending 10 grand, I'm going to go on like Cunard or Silver Seas and be treated like royalty because $10,000 is a lot of money. It's not a little bit of money, it's a lot of money. Oh, wait, do the Prince wave, Mike. Saw some JJ Cruise footage. It looked really good. Yeah, there's been a lot of good content coming out from that ship, and a lot of creators that you wouldn't expect to be on these types of cruises, like Disney creators or things like that. So I've been watching some shorts. I haven't watched no long form footage yet. I just really haven't found the time to watch the long form footage because when I get home, it's like, let's get this done, let's get that done, let's get this done, and then figure it all out, right? So I have this binder here. And this binder is literally all the group cruise bookings and all of that stuff. I have a massive box over here with group cruise stuff going on that I've yet to put away. There's just so much going on with everything with the group cruise. And people are like, why are you worried about the group cruise? Listen, my busy season is the end of October all the way to the end of December. So for 2 months, I'm going to be at work 6 days a week, probably 14 hours a day. And then come January, I got to start worrying about final payments for the cruise because everyone's going to want to start paying their cruise off. And then April, I'm going to be gone up to Philadelphia and on a group cruise out of Philadelphia. And then when I get back, we got May and June. And then May is the end of the school year with the kids. And then I got them going up to visit family in June. And then we got the group cruise. So I have to get everything figured out, finalized, and all put together and taken care of well enough in advance to where as the months come in with being gone in September and October and then busy November, December, and then January and all that, with the months coming in, everything has to just like roll together. I don't want everything to be crammed in at the end, and then I'm stressing out, I'm not enjoying the process, and then I go, I'm never doing a group cruise again. I don't want that. So I want to make sure that it's all working and flowing like the Creek Street River during spawning when the salmon are swimming upstream. I want it to be all flowy and beautiful and great and enjoyable. I don't want to be rushing around and swearing every 2 seconds. I heard you curse enough. I'm a truck driver. This is probably the cleanest hour of my life. Every week for 1 hour from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Thursdays, Mike doesn't curse because he's live on YouTube. So thank you for joining in and enjoying the show and keeping me from cursing for 60 minutes. But as soon as I get off of here, I'm probably going to curse because Chuck usually calls or Martin will call and then I'll talk to them on FaceTime for a few minutes, and I'll tell them how it's so hot back here and all that. So it's crazy. Tell everyone to pay off their cruise early so that you aren't stressed. Nah, I don't want to force people to do things early. I just got to get all of my stuff done early so that way that stress isn't a stress, right? So like the giveaway bags or the goodie bags or even like the trophies for the tournaments, not including my daughter's hair. The trophies for like trivia or the slot pools. It's little things like that that I have to get done and taken care of so that way it's one less thing that I have to worry about. So making payments for people, that's really simple, super easy. Especially certain clients, they're like, hey, same card, make that payment. And I'm like, cool beans, done deal. First time in Royal in September, ovation of the seas to Mexico, 6 days. Nice. That'll be a good one, Sean. You're just on top of it. That's the way to do it. Yep, 100%, Julie. 100%. I have to be on top of it. I'm a one-man show, right? Like, I was telling Martin that today when we were talking on the phone. I don't have a team under me that, like, helps book travel. Now, I have other people that work within my agency that I can have book, but I don't have, like, a team under me. I don't feel I need a team, at least at not this point in time. But eventually, I have enough people now that I probably do need a team. I don't want a team at this point in time. Dad was a trucker, home all good, at a truck stop, way different story. Yeah, it really is, right? And I'll forget, like sometimes I'm on the phone and I'm driving and I'll just lose it. And I'll be like, oh, my bad. I will beat you for that trophy. Martin, I don't think so. Gay has already informed me that her and Dan have been studying on their Alaska trivia. So I really don't think so. I think that trophy is going to go home to Redcliffe over there in Queensland, and it's going to get put on one of those proper shelves they got in the house. I don't think it's going to Texas, man. I'm the sticker guy. Yeah, Scott's usually the sticker guy on the cruise. Scott walks around with his backpack and then a big old stack of stickers, and he gives out stickers. Now, y'all don't have to worry about that because on the group cruise, y'all are going to have a sticker packet given to y'all. So you'll have your own sticker packet. Haley and I are going hard after that trophy. Now, let's be honest, Martin. That means Haley is learning about Alaska trivia. And Martin's going to be like, did you put that answer down? Did you put that answer down? Listen, Martin, let Haley go hard after that trophy. And you go hard after this trophy. This one right here, Martin. This one would look really good on your shelf. It's the Alaska State of Mind High Limit Highest Slot Pull Trophy. Oh, that's the one Martin's going to go for. Anna has been reading up on Alaska, and when I told her about trivia contest, she was very excited. Yeah, that's going to be good because I like doing little things like that, right? Like, you're not going to find another group cruise where they're hosting trivia and giving out trophies or slot pools and giving out trophies. You're also not going to find another group cruise that has a lumberjack dinner because let me tell you what, Gay's already beating everybody in that because she sent me a picture the other day. Her and Dan officially have their lumberjack shirts. So they're ready to go. They're playing hardball. So y'all better come swinging for the fences because Gay and Dan are coming from Australia and they're ready to take all y'all's stuff. Trophies, pictures, they're taking it all. They're taking it all. And let me tell y'all this. For those of you who have booked the Princess Premier package, please do not hesitate. Do not hesitate to stop and take your pictures throughout the ship. I'm talking every single night, getting off the ship at every port. Wherever you see a princess worker with a camera, stop and take your picture because that is part of the Princess Premier package. You get digital copies of every single picture taken on board the ship of you, of whoever's in it, whatever the case may be. Take all your pictures. Enjoy it. Have fun. Dress up as a lumberjack and then go get pictures at all the formal picture posts. Whatever the case may be. Don't forget to use that perk. That is a big perk. The picture package is very expensive. It's in your whole package. So make sure you're taking tons of pictures because pictures are some of the best memories. Now, I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. I really don't think Martin's going to win. Chuck, there's 2 of those trophies, but the one I showed Martin was the high limit one because Haley told Martin, no high limit. I can't allow an Aussie to beat me. USA, USA. We're going to have to, Martin. She's the favorite Aussie. Mindy, Dow, and I have already worked on our lumberjack and lumberjack costumes. Nice. I'm so stoked. There's a little thing that y'all don't know about that lumberjack dinner, but you'll definitely see at the dinner what that is. You'll get them. I don't know if you're going to get them prior to the dinner or at the dinner, but there's going to be something that comes for y'all to use for that dinner and to go and take pictures with. So, yeah. Either way, that's enough talk about Alaska. Next week, let's talk about getting ready for the Star of the Seas, and let's enjoy it. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for hanging out with me. Lourdes, I hope your interview went very, very well today. Scotty, my boy, happy birthday one more time, bro. You got 2 more hours to enjoy it. As of tomorrow, your birthday is over. Martin, make sure you drop that $10 in Haley's pocket. And Mike is the best photo bomber. I am. I really am. I photobombed Julie a lot on that last cruise. But I appreciate each and every one of y'all for hanging out with me. Until next time, y'all know what to do. Y'all stay naughty. Oh, peace. I should have had this pulled up first. Y'all stay naughty. Peace.